Welcome back to Teenage Nightmares, the place that drags you deeper into the world of the unknown. Tonight's chilling story is about a home invasion. So sit back, get cozy, and prepare for another nightmare. Hello, my name is Elliot, and this story takes place on a cold October night in 2003. My parents had gone out for the evening, and since I had just turned 15, they figured I was old enough to stay home alone. I was actually excited about it. I finally had a night to myself. No parents, no babysitter, no rules. I could play video games and eat junk food in peace. The first hour was fine. I ordered pizza with the money they left me and played video games. Pro Skater 2 to be exact. But honestly, it was kind of boring. Way less exciting than I thought it would be. At least it was, until I heard a knock at the front door. I knew it couldn't be my parents. They weren't due back for at least another hour. And the pizza had already been delivered, which meant it had to be a stranger. I stayed completely silent. I didn't even move. I wasn't about to open the door for just anyone, especially with all the recent news about home invasions and murders in my area. We lived in a nice part of town, trimmed lawns, quiet neighbors. But that's exactly the kind of area that this freak had been targeting his victims in. So I wasn't taking any chances. I slowly got up and started walking toward my bedroom, trying not to make a sound. But just as I passed the hallway, I heard a voice. The voice uttered the words, "I could see you." The words froze me in place. His tone was slow and eerie, like he was enjoying this. Then he told me that he knew I was home alone, stating that he watched my parents leave a while ago. My heart sank. That meant he'd been watching the house, maybe for longer than I realized. Then suddenly he started pounding on the door, each hit louder and more violent than the last. I ran to the kitchen, grabbed the landline, and called the police. They told me to get somewhere safe, and that help was on the way. The only place I could think of was my parents' bedroom. It was in the back of the house, farthest from the front door. I locked the door, curled up beside the bed, and waited. Every second felt like hours. Finally, I heard sirens. The next knock wasn't from a maniac, it was from the police. I opened the door and asked them if they'd caught the guy. One of the officers told me that when they arrived, he was just standing at the front door, holding a knife, smiling and twitching. They had to use a taser to bring him down. My parents got home 20 minutes later. Both of them panicked. They never left me home alone again after that. While being interrogated, he told the police that I was his final piece. I was the missing part of his artwork. To this day, that is the scariest thing I've ever heard. He wasn't just breaking into houses and killing people. In his twisted mind, he was building some kind of masterpiece, and I was supposed to be the final touch. So to the creep who tried to take my life, I hope you rot in your prison